Hello, folks. So we're back with Maxfield Parrish and his works of selected arts. And this is where I bookmarked from the last time of the video, and had to bookmark it here so I could start here all the way to the end. I might make this a 5 minute mark. Sorry. Cave of the 40 Thieves, illustration for Collier's, November 3rd, 1906, and for the Arabian Nights, edited by Kate D. Wiggin and Nora A. Smith, 1905. Figure 30, the history of Prince Khadadad and his brothers, illustration for Collier's S. September 1, 1906, and for the Arabian Nights, edited by Kate D. Wiggin and Nora A. Smith, 1906. So some of these illustrations of these figures are illustrated, and let's see, edited by Kate D. Wiggin. That guy I was showing there. Oh, I'll keep the video on these figures so you guys can read them right there for yourselves. I'll read some material in this book. I could probably read this. This isn't very big. Standing as stiff as the puppets, they are supposed to represent blue hose and yellow hose. I think page 6. The two pastry cooks are presented by the artist in the formal, balanced composition typical of his approach to many of the illustrations for the book. The gestures and positions assumed by the figures and entrance of the Pamptabile King of Hearts and Lady Ursula kneeling before Pamptabile reflect the broad dramatic style in which the play was written for an audience of children. Parrish's illustrations are a representation of actors in the play rather than characters in a story. Had he been illustrating the nursery rhyme itself instead of the play, his approach probably would have been quite different. The delightful headings, such as chef between two lobsters, which decorate the book with relating directly to the text, frequently have as much appeal as the larger, more theoretical illustrations. Romance. Play, that's what it stands for, plate 9. The cover lining of the Knave of Hearts also illustrates no particular scene in the play, similar in design and color to Parrish's Daybreak Romance, was one of the several illustrations from the book issued separately as color reproductions by the House of Art. The Knave of Hearts was successful from every standpoint except one, and that was sales. The $10 price seemed to some people too expensive for a children's book, but the major factor that hampered the book's sales was its size. It was too large for the average bookshelf, and many customers, after admiring it in the store, did not buy it because they did not know how to take care of it in their libraries. Both Parrish and Scribner's agreed, however, that a smaller format would not have been suitable for the illustrations. Though royalties from the sale of the books were low, the project turned out to be a financial bonanza for the artist. The sale of only part of the original paintings to private collections netted him over $50,000. And while Scribner's did not fare so well, they were able to reduce their loss by using the color plates to make color reproductions for the House of Art, puzzles, and spiral-bound edition of the book distributed by another company. The number of book illustrations made by Maxfield Parrish is considerably less than the number he made for magazines. Okay, I read that part, sorry. Yet he is remembered primarily as the artist who illustrated children's books and painted the famous blue pictures of the 1920s. Ironically, many of his illustrations used in his books actually were made for magazines. Magazines are, and have been for a long time, transitory objects. Readers consume and discard them. Books, on the other hand, generally are a part of a longer experience. They are saved to be returned to again and again, and it is not uncommon now to find books illustrated by Parrish being enjoyed by the third or fourth generation of children. And I'll stop there because that's the 5-minute mark.